Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Self-Published Success, a show that highlights forward-thinking self-publishing processes to give you the head start you desire in your authorship journey. My name is John Feldman, founder of Visionary Literary, and in today's episode, I want to discuss the pros and cons of publishing your book on Amazon. In today's digital age, Amazon has become the go-to platform for self-publishing authors, and in this episode, I want to discuss the benefits and the drawbacks of publishing your book on Amazon. But first, a message from this episode's sponsor, thepowerpitch.co. While we at Self-Published Success only interview authors, there are nearly 4 million other podcasts in existence, and they crave quality guests. The problem is that their desired guests don't pitch them properly. Why? Because they don't know how. If you're looking to grab the attention of podcast hosts and get booked on the top 2% of shows, you cannot send bland copy and paste emails. You need to stand out, and the Power Pitch process shows you how. Adrian Moreno, founder of the Power Pitch, developed a proven strategy to get you booked on the top shows in any industry. And it works, believe me, I know, because I took the course. And it got me booked on shows with tens of thousands of monthly downloads. Adrian's process is guaranteed to get you booked on 52 shows in the next 12 months. Even better, he's offering listeners of Self-Published Success a $100 discount on his innovative process. But the best part is that you don't need to make that final decision today. To get started, go to www.thepowerpitch.co/visionary. This is where you can access a free PDF that can be your starting point to your podcasting growth. Your business, your brand, your book, and your future revenue will thank you. Now back to the topic today at hand, which is the pros and cons of publishing your book on Amazon. Let's dive right in and just start with the pros. We've talked about them on many episodes in the show. The first advantage is the ease of use. Amazon has flipped the publishing industry on its head since its inception. Self-publishing has become much easier, much more sought after. And that's because the step-by-step interface that Amazon has set up makes it easy for authors with any level of technical capability to navigate through the process from uploading your book, where to place the copy, how to input the categories. So again, there's research behind it. If you want to really succeed in your bestseller strategy, or to get the perfect copywriting, how to adjust keywords, keyword strategy, category strategy, there's a lot to it. But to get your book up and running is very, very simple, and Amazon has made it simple. The second benefit of Amazon, obviously, is the print-on-demand capability. With print-on-demand, authors don't have to deal with inventory, don't have to deal with returns, customer service especially. And this is useful for authors who don't have resources or the space to store a large number of books. You don't need to have a huge order, an offset printing order of 2,500 copies of your book. You don't need to keep them in your garage or in the trunk of your car. You don't need to pay for shipping. You don't need to drive them to the post office or wherever you're going to ship them from. Everything is automated. Everything is taken care of through Amazon. So you publish, it's basically set it and forget it, which is kind of awful to say because nothing should ever be set it and forget it if you want to succeed in it. But Amazon makes the process very easy to do so. And the third pro is the popularity of Amazon. Since Amazon has made it so easy for traditional and self-published authors to get their books listed on the site, on top of everything else that Amazon offers, the popularity of Amazon makes it much easier. So they're of course, the second most popular search engine in the world. This means that authors have access to a global and, more importantly, engaged audience. Amazon has over 300 million active users. It's the largest online book retailer in the world, and it makes it easier for authors to reach readers. So it gets you in front of the audience that you could not get in front of otherwise, which is good. And again, it's not like a typical bookstore, a typical online retailer bookstore where it's only books. Somebody can go to Amazon, and we've talked about this on a previous episode, but your Amazon ad strategy, you can have display ads and you can target your ads toward what people are searching for. There's so much that can be done on Amazon, and getting your book in front of those people is a significant pro. I could go on for a long time about the pros of Amazon. We all know the pros. We all put our books on there. We all seek to have success on Amazon because we know so many people go to Amazon. If they see our book, if they see social proof, they're going to want to buy it. And again, we can have the whole hands-off process. Amazon can take care of fulfillment and everything for us. But I want to move into the cons because not many people discuss the cons of Amazon. So the first drawback is the most important. And when you're trying to build a business around your book, not knowing who's ordering from you is a critical mistake. Even if you're a fiction author, imagine you're a fiction author and you are trying to grow your brand because you want to write more future books. If you are selling books on Amazon, having an Amazon Author Central account allows your readers to go and follow you there. And whenever you release a new book, they get an email from Amazon saying, hey, come here and buy the new, or come here, buy the new book. They make it simple. But everything is through Amazon. You do not know who follows you. You do not know who is purchasing your books. So if you go the easy Amazon self-publishing print-on-demand route, you don't know who's following you. You don't know who's engaging with you, who your biggest fans are. So Amazon controls all that, and Amazon can reap the rewards of that. However, you can go a different route where you can start an Amazon store and you can be merchant distribution, which is a way to overcome this hurdle. So if you were an Amazon store owner and you select merchant fulfilled, which means you store and ship the products directly to customers yourself, you can overcome this hurdle because Amazon will charge shipping rates based on the product category and the shipping service selected by that customer. Then they pass on the information to you and they pass on the amount that it would cost for shipping to you as a credit. But that's a lot of legwork. If you are someone who is looking to sell hundreds or thousands of copies, that's going to be a lot of work on you. You can still use Amazon's storefront to drive people to your book. But again, that process is going to be on you. So there is a little bit of a workaround. But the first con is that for most authors who publish to Amazon, you don't know who's buying your book. So you can't reach out to them. You can't follow up with them. You can't send any kind of personalized items because again, you don't know who that person is. So when it comes to, like I was saying earlier, a fiction writer who is trying to grow their brand, if you want to start a newsletter around your books and your brand and your authorship, it's not going to be possible to do so because you don't know who is buying your books to add to that newsletter. The alternative to this is to sell on your own through your website, but that's a whole new episode in its own. But that's the first con. The second con of publishing to Amazon is there's a higher cost per print that comes with print on demand. So that drives down margins. Print on demand is amazing if you want a hands-off approach. Like I said earlier, the Amazon makes it so easy to just upload your work. They take care of the whole entire process. And you don't know who's coming, who's buying from you. But again, they take care of everything. You don't have to have the cliched, selling books out of your trunk. This is something that authors need to keep in mind when setting their book prices, though, because with the higher cost for, per print book, that drives down margins. So compare that to offset printing, where say, for instance, this is just an example, you order 1,000 books at once from a printer and it costs $3 per book. If you are selling print on demand only, the cost per printed book might be $6 instead of $3. So you're really cutting into your costs with the print on demand model. But again, it's just that really all depends on what you're looking to do. Are you trying to get the highest margins on your book? Or are you really just trying to get your book out there so that you can find other doors, other ways to make more money via your authorship, your expertise? So that's a second disadvantage, is the high cost per print. And then finally, the royalty rates for Amazon are restricted. So authors are, you kind of have to set your pricing based on Amazon's research and Amazon's desires. So anyone who's already printed on Amazon KDP knows that there is a $70 or 70% royalty rate and a 35% royalty rate. I'll explain that now for anyone who hasn't published. So the royalty rate is the amount that you, the author, get for every sale that is made on Amazon's platform. So say you get the 70% rate. If you sell your book for $10, you get $7. But Amazon also, the difference is for Amazon's assistance in print on demand, in customer service and shipping. So they get the other $3, which is 70% for a royalty for an author, is really, really high compared to what you would get if you were going to a traditional publisher, which could, I don't know, be anywhere between 10 and 30%, depending on which publisher you go to, which house you go to, what the process is like, how many people have to kind of skim money off the top before you get your royalty rate. The 35% royalty rate is just that. So again, if you had the $10 book, you would only get $3.50 for a royalty if you were within the 35% royalty range. So what Amazon does is if you set your rates, your pricing within their window that they desire, you get the 70% rate. For example, ebooks, their desired rate for an ebook is between $2.99 and $9.99. So if you price within there, you're good. You can get their 70% royalty rate. But if you wanted to list your book for 99 cents on Amazon or $15.99 on Amazon, you would only get that 35% rate because you fall outside the window that they desire. So this means that authors just need to be careful when choosing your pricing strategy. You can see when you're going to upload onto KDP into Amazon, there's a pricing page on there that makes it very easy to see which of those percentages you fall into. You can adjust your pricing accordingly, and it automatically calculates, and you get to see and approve before you hit publish. So it is easy, but those are, again, the cons. They're not really cons for everyone. If you're looking for simplicity, Amazon is the best place to go. The advantages, the pros they far outweigh the cons for anyone who is looking for that simplicity and for that exposure. If you don't have a newsletter or a big social media following or a big in-person following, then being on Amazon and utilizing some of their display ads or ad strategies could be a really good idea for you. So in conclusion, publishing your book on Amazon has both advantages and disadvantages. We just talk about the advantages way too much on this show, so I wanted to throw out the disadvantages so that you are aware. While the ease of use and print-on-demand capabilities make it a popular choice for self-published authors, the higher cost per print and Amazon's royalty rates can impact your profitability. With any platform, though, authors need to carefully consider their options, choose the platform that is best suited for you and your needs. If you are looking to get started with your publishing your book, if you're just at the idea stage now, or you're looking to publish your second book, wherever you are on your authorship journey, remember that you have a free resource from us. Go to visionaryliterary.com/free book to get a free copy of our book, Your Book on Your Terms, which will walk you through the process.